My friends, in a world full of noise and constant motion, we often mistake intensity for intimacy. But not every connection is a refuge. Not every smile is a shelter. To know if someone is emotionally safe for you, you must first learn to stand still and watch. Not what they say, but what they do when life turns silent. An emotionally safe person is not the one who always agrees with you, but the one who remains kind even when they disagree. They don't weaponize your vulnerability. They hold it gently, like a flame that must be protected, not used for power. True safety is found where peace lives, not where excitement shouts. In the beginning, chaos can look like love. The rush of constant messages, the thrill of unpredictable moods, the highs and lows that feel like fireworks, they can all be mistaken for passion. But what often masquerades as deep connection is sometimes just emotional instability wearing a beautiful disguise. Excitement fades, and when it does, what remains either comforts you or consumes you. The question is not how someone makes you feel at your highest moment, but how they hold you when silence arrives. A person who brings peace into your life does not need to impress you or overwhelm you. Their energy is steady, not stormy. They don't use emotion as a weapon or attention as a prize to control your behavior. Instead, they offer the kind of quiet assurance that allows you to breathe deeper, to think clearly, to exist without the fear of sudden emotional earthquakes. When you are with someone truly safe, your nervous system doesn't live in constant alert. You do not feel the need to analyze every word or read between every line. You simply are. Peace in a relationship is not the absence of passion, it is the presence of balance. It is knowing that your connection does not depend on constant intensity to stay alive. It grows through understanding, respect, and steadiness. Excitement can spark love, but peace keeps it alive. A person who values peace does not bring unnecessary drama into your life. They communicate when things go wrong instead of withdrawing into silence or exploding with anger. They prefer to understand rather than accuse. They do not need to win, they need to connect. Many people chase the feeling of being swept away, but to be swept away is also to lose your footing. When you meet someone who makes you feel at ease rather than on edge, you may think it lacks passion, but what it truly offers is stability. Stability is not dull, it is rare. It is the ground that allows love to grow roots strong enough to weather storms. Those who seek peace over passion understand that the loudest emotions are not always the truest. Peaceful people move through the world with quiet strength. They are not easily provoked, nor do they provoke others for attention. Their calmness is not weakness, it is mastery. They have learned to govern their impulses, to speak with purpose rather than reaction. Being around such a person teaches you to slow down, to listen, to value calm over chaos. In their presence, your mind softens, your heart unclenches, and you remember what safety feels like. When you begin to value peace more than excitement, your choices change. You stop chasing those who make your heart race and start choosing those who make your soul rest. You begin to understand that peace is not the absence of feeling, it is the highest form of love. Words can disguise, actions reveal. Emotional safety grows in the soil of consistency, not in the fragrance of flattery. Anyone can promise you the world when the sun is shining, but only those with steady hearts will walk beside you through the rain. Promises are easy to make in moments of warmth and connection, yet their worth is proven only in the quiet days that follow. It is not the loud declarations of loyalty that reveal character, but the small, repeated acts of reliability that no one else sees. Consistency is the silent language of trust. It does not shout, it does not demand attention, it simply shows up, again and again, with honesty and steadiness. The one who is truly safe for you will not make you guess their intentions every day. They will not draw you close one moment and push you away the next. Their presence becomes something you can lean into without fear that it will vanish when you need it most. You begin to relax, not because they have promised not to hurt you, but because they have proven through time that they value your peace. Flattery can be intoxicating. It feeds the ego, it excites the heart, and it can blind you to deeper truths. But a person who relies on flattery to win your trust is not building a bond, they are buying attention. Their words may be sweet, but they dissolve when tested by time. True safety, however, is built like a slow sunrise. It grows gradually, with every honest conversation, every moment of integrity, every time someone chooses respect over convenience. When someone is consistent, you never have to question where you stand. Their actions align with their words, and their tone does not change depending on who is watching. They keep their commitments, not because they are perfect, but because they respect the trust you have given them. In their steadiness, you find clarity. There are no mind games, no shifting rules, no false promises designed to manipulate. Consistency is the purest form of care. It is love translated into reliability. Those who lack consistency often seek to dazzle with charm. They make promises that sparkle but fade as quickly as they appear. They offer emotional highs that collapse into confusion and doubt. You start to question your worth, not because you are unworthy, but because their instability keeps moving the ground beneath you. A safe person, in contrast, makes you feel solid. They do not promise perfection. They simply show up with sincerity. To value consistency is to choose substance over spectacle. It is to understand that the foundation of safety cannot be built on words alone. When actions repeat themselves in truth, when effort continues even without applause, when someone keeps showing up with the same respect on both calm and stormy days, that is where emotional safety begins to grow. The one who truly values you never seeks to own your freedom. They respect your silence as much as your speech. To love someone is not to cage them, and to be loved should never feel like losing yourself. Real connection allows space for individuality. It understands that two whole people can walk side by side without one shrinking to make the other comfortable. Control often disguises itself as care. It can come in the form of concern, advice, or even affection. But beneath it lies fear. Fear of loss, fear of uncertainty, fear that without control, the bond will fade. Respect, on the other hand, is born from strength. It says, "I trust you to be who you are, even when I cannot guide you." When someone respects you, they do not demand constant access to your thoughts or emotions. They do not guilt you for needing time alone, nor do they interpret your quiet as rejection. They understand that silence is not distance, it is restoration. Respect honors your rhythm, control interrupts it. A person who values your freedom does not measure your love by how much you give up for them. They find joy in your independence, because they know that love rooted in freedom is far more enduring than love built on fear. Those who seek control often mistake possession for closeness. They believe that the more they restrict, the more they secure affection. But true closeness cannot be forced. It must be chosen, again and again, in an atmosphere of trust. Control suffocates trust, while respect strengthens it. When you feel free to be honest without fear of punishment or manipulation, you begin to open fully. Your mind becomes clearer, your emotions steadier, and your heart lighter. This is what emotional safety feels like, the freedom to be authentic without walking on eggshells. Respect also means accepting boundaries. It means not needing to know everything, not insisting on constant reassurance. It is the patience to listen without interrupting, to disagree without belittling, to stand beside someone even when their path temporarily diverges from yours. A person who respects you does not compete with your growth, they celebrate it. They are not threatened by your strength, nor do they diminish your achievements to feel taller. They understand that love does not thrive in control, but in mutual recognition of worth. When you meet someone who respects your silence as much as your speech, you will notice a quiet peace in their presence. They do not rush you to explain, they do not take your stillness personally. They allow you the dignity of your own inner world. That kind of respect creates safety because it does not demand performance, it allows presence. You are free to be expressive or reserved, open or reflective, without fear of judgment. Such respect is not a gift of permission, it is a reflection of wisdom. It knows that love, when real, does not imprison, it expands. Safe people don't just make you feel good, they help you grow stronger. They remind you of who you are when you forget. Comfort is easy to give, it soothes pain and offers momentary relief. But true safety goes deeper than comfort, it nurtures growth. A person who is emotionally safe for you does not only provide soft places to land, they also offer the gentle challenges that keep you from losing yourself. They know that real love is not about protecting you from every storm, but about helping you stand firm when the storm arrives. Their care is not indulgent, it is empowering. The ones who help you grow are not afraid to hold a mirror to your strength. When you doubt yourself, they remind you of your capability, not by flattering you, but by believing in your resilience. They speak truth even when it's uncomfortable because they care more about your growth than your temporary comfort. Safe people know that honesty, given with compassion, is an act of love. They will not feed your illusions just to keep the peace. Instead, they will stand with you as you face what is real, because they trust in your ability to handle it. Comfort without growth can become a trap. It can make you dependent, stagnant, and afraid of change. Growth without safety, however, can feel harsh and isolating. The right people balance both. They comfort you when life breaks your spirit, and they challenge you when fear holds you back. They understand when to offer warmth and when to offer truth. This balance creates the kind of relationship that makes you stronger without making you hard, compassionate without making you fragile. Safe people do not rescue you from responsibility. They remind you of your power to choose. They don't carry your burdens for you, but they walk beside you as you carry them. They believe in your ability to overcome, even when you have lost sight of it yourself. They hold space for your weakness but never mistake it for who you are. Through their steadiness, you learn to trust your own strength again. You begin to realize that safety is not about hiding from the world, it is about finding someone who stands with you as you face it. When you are surrounded by people who value your growth, you stop settling for those who only offer comfort. You stop mistaking ease for peace. True peace often comes after struggle, after the hard conversations, after the moments that test your patience and reveal your endurance. The people who truly care for you will not let you stay small to make them comfortable. They will see your potential and speak to it, even when you resist. They will remind you, in moments of doubt, that you were not made merely to survive, you were made to evolve. Their strength awakens yours, and in their presence, you rediscover the courage to become everything you were meant to be.